So we got a new trailer, a new poster, everything is happening. Everything's happening right now with Legends of the Sea Devils, and I'm going to talk about it. As an Australian, and as with every trailer for Doctor Who, my watch consisted of me waking up at like 6 AM, seeing everyone talk about it on Twitter, and then through like half-awake eyes, watching the trailer and being underwhelmed. And then like an hour or so later, I've gone in, I've had a look, and there's actually a lot of stuff to talk about. So we're gonna get into that stuff very, very soon. As you can see, like I said, there is a poster which looks stunning, really. I love the way it's laid out. It's kind of got that, I guess, Star Wars feel where all the characters are kind of like built off of something and leading towards the title. It looks really nice. I love the color, I love the blues, the tropical setting, the color scheme for this episode just looks really nice, and it's nice because a lot of Jodie's era has been quite dark, which I've not been necessarily the biggest fan of. But we can see nothing too much to talk about other than all the characters are on here. The Sea Devils are there looking good. We can see there's an army. You know, we all knew there was going to be an army, but now it's confirmed that there's more than one Sea Devil, so that's nice. And yeah, I'm getting major Rogue One / I think it's Warriors of the Deep vibes from the bottom of this shot, which I really like. I think that's really, really nice. Now, a little bit of housekeeping. This is the 50% Doctor Who podcast YouTube channel. Every Monday, you get a podcast episode of me and my co-host, Connor, chatting shit, having a laugh, having a good time, reviewing all of Doctor Who, chatting about Doctor Who. We're going to chat in detail about Legends of the Sea Devil on our next episode, I'm sure. Our next episode not being the one that's dropping this next Monday, as in tomorrow, because that one's already been filmed. So you will hear us talk about it in a future episode, though. So come along and watch / listen to our episode that comes out tomorrow, which is going to be about Time of the Doctor, Matt Smith's final episode. How nice. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at 50Doctor. Join the conversation over there. We like to chat with you guys about the episodes we're watching, and you can get your reviews onto the episode in that way. That was a mouthful. Let's waste no more time and go into the Legend of the Sea Devils trailer after a swig of coffee. The opening shot basically just sets the tone of what we're in for. Sea Devils, and then the Sea Devil shot that we've already seen comes on. Nothing too crazy to discuss here. We got the Doctor, we got Yasmin, we got Dan, and we're seeing all of their new costumes in action. It's really nice, it's really cool, and a great way to start the trailer, I think. Nothing too much more to talk about beyond that. But then we get this stunning CGI shot of the TARDIS under the water. We've got fish swimming around the top of the light bulb at the top, which is, giving me major Christmas Carol with the flying fish kind of vibes. Obviously, this is actually in the water. And we can see the TARDIS doors are opening, which connects to a shot later in the episode. Okay, the shot of this big creature, this Godzilla-like creature, smashing through the water towards the ship. I mean, it can be said, the CGI looks stunning, the water looks amazing, the sky looks picturesque. It's so beautiful the way they've made it look consistently at golden hour. But everyone on Twitter is saying that this thing is I think called the Micra. It looks like this, right? And now, let me just tell you, this versus this, these things don't, I'm sorry, like, it could be. I'm not Chris Chibnall. This could be the greatest redesign of all time. But is this the Micra, or whatever it is? Probably not. We then got this shot of Dan saying it's coming straight for us. They're on this ship that is kind of red themed, which the production design goes really well with what he's wearing actually there. And we can see we got this other side character that pops up a couple of times in this trailer to his right. And he's just startled. I don't know. Is he talking about the dragon or the Micra thing? Or is he talking about what we're about to see in the next shot? I think he's talking about the dragony thing, but what we do see in the next shot is a much gloomier shot. Coming out of the mist is a big ship. Now I'm going to call this the Sea Devil ship for a few reasons. One, it's spookier. It looks like something that has risen from out of the water. And it's got like sci-fi alien tech attached to it. We'll get a better look at these bluey things that maybe are what's causing it to hover in another shot later in the trailer. But something that we can note is if you zoom in really close at the front of this ship, you can see what I think is Sea Devils. You're not 100% sure, but I'm like 85% sure that there are Sea Devils at the front of the ship. Is piloting the right word for the ship? Sailing the ship. The Sea Devils sailing the ship. There we go. Got the 13th Doctor and Yaz looking at something going, that's impossible. I'm not quite sure what they could be looking at here, because there's a few things. We see this location a few times. They could be talking about a sea devil. Maybe she's really surprised to see a sea devil. She could also be talking about Madam Ching? So out of the rain we get Madam Ching, and she's walking through this town. It looks to be a different time than Jodie's there, a different time of day, because it's a bit gloomier, it's a bit more rainy. Jodie says, Madam Ching, the Pirate Queen! So she could very much be looking at her, because this does look to be in the same scene as that shot I mentioned earlier. God, we're jumping all over the place right now. But the only difference is that in the previous shot where I was like, the whole that's impossible shot, there was no Dan that close to her. So it looks like it's the same scene, but whether or not it's the same exchange, time will tell. And then we get this beautiful tilting shot up, getting a good look at Madam Ching. And this does look like to be the reverse shot of that nice wide shot of we saw from behind her 1 or 2 shots ago, just because of the raininess, the moodiness. I don't think this is her actual exchange with 13, Yaz, and Dan. They look 2 different times of day. It's not raining between the shots. We've got this funny exchange. One of the pirate characters saying, "Where's the crew?" And then we see Dan, Madam Ching, and this other side character that we were talking about just feeling chuffed in themselves. We don't stand a chance. It feels very blockbustery the way this trailer's cut, and it's fun. I vibe it. It's very funny. I love the serious nature of his face. One thing that should be said about this first shot and this sequence of 3 shots is the Sea Devil ship is in the background. You can see that bluish glow from underneath and a bit of a vague outline of the ship going on over there. This is the shot that I said connects to the start of the trailer. We've got the Doctor and Yaz opening the TARDIS doors. Noticeably, Dan's not there, which is a little bit weird, but you know, who knows? He might just not be in that specific part of the TARDIS. And it looks stunning, you know? We've obviously got CGI of the under the water. Whether or not this is how the episode starts, like they materialize under the water and then they go up onto the ships, I don't know. I'm sorry that my hair is such a wild mess, by the way. It's very early on a Sunday morning. I should usually be nursing a hangover at this time of day. But, swiftly moving on, we then have the beginning of a quality meme by the BBC, "Swashbuckle your seatbelts." Thank you very much, whoever thought of that one. But in all seriousness, the background looks stunning. The whole landscape, I don't know if it's quite... It looks very CGI. I don't know if it's fully CGI. But it does look really nice. We've got Madam Ching. I don't know if it's Madam Ching's ship or if it's the other pirate bloke's ship. I'm not quite sure on that one, but we can see that their ship with the masks down, so it's obviously docked, right? I think that's how those pirate ships work, because if the masks are up, it's going to blow away, right? I don't know my pirate lore. You tell me. But then on the side, on the coast, we can see there is some kind of building structure-y things. That probably is that moody town that we were looking at earlier on. Probably. I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm not Chris Chibnall. We have the Doctor saying, "Yes, did you just stand up like this?" That's funny, because Dan looks silly, and it's really funny. And he even has a little pirate eye patch on, which is a nice touch. It honestly kind of looks like a slightly higher quality than the little package knockoff costumes you get. You know, like you go to Red Dot or Good Guys. I don't know what shops you guys have in the UK, like the Pound Shop or something. And they don't quite have the rights to buy like the Captain Jack Sparrow costume, but they'll just call it Boy Pirate costume, and it will be the exact costume as Captain Jack Sparrow, just without any logos or anything on it. That's what this feels like to me, and I love it. I love this Dan energy. I want this. The continuation of Swashbuckle your seatbelts. But this looks stunning. I love shots like this which have this specific color to it. You know, it reminds me a lot of some of the shots in Blade Runner 2049 where you have this beautiful color shining through things. This orange glow, it's very ominous, but very stylistic, which I think Doctor Who misses a lot of the time. It misses a sense of style. But this episode, certainly to me, seems like it has it. I'm so pumped for it. You're like a kid sometimes. Thanks! Not much to talk about here. The Doctor and Yaz having a laugh in the TARDIS, probably just before they come out and look out in the water, or just after. I kind of feel like that's all happening around this sequence. I don't know. For an epic special adventure, I'm getting pumped. I'm glad they're marketing it as like a special event thing so the general public can kind of get hyped and not have to think too much about other bits of Doctor Who. Another shot very similar to the shot we saw earlier of this ship charging towards them. You just get to see, I guess, a slightly better look underneath, and you can see that it is clearing the water. It is hovering above the water. The Doctor says, "Say hello to my crew. So we can see they are working as a team. I thought Madam Ching and this other pirate fellow were going to be working against each other, but it looks like we are working as a team, which is nice. Dan, Yaz in the background, plus the extra, whoever is there. I guess he's the guy that cleans the ships. I don't know, there's got to be someone that cleans the ship, right? It'll just get dirty. It'll just smell like fish all day, right? Then we have Dan and Yaz look like they're backing away from something, as well as Madam Ching and this other pirate fellow. I'm so sorry, I don't know his name. I know it is out there because I've definitely read it at some point, and I should Google it if I really was good at what I do. Yaz and the Doctor, God, they do so much fun stuff together, these two. Aren't they a fun dynamic? Someone has mentioned that this is relatively obviously not Jodie Whittaker that's swinging, probably most likely her stunt double. It's hard to tell, it is so blurry. But look, who cares? In the motion of the episode, you're hardly gonna know. And another big thing to talk about in this shot is, once again, the Sea Devil ship looks to be in the background, which is... Then we have these stunning shots, beautiful moments of direction, I think they will be. And we see the stars reflected in I believe, Madam Ching's eyes. And then we see the shot of what they're actually looking at. They're actually not stars. Correct me, internet. But they do seem to be little CGI bugs or something that are flying through. We have the moon in the sky. Hopefully the moon doesn't break apart and fly away like a dragon. But we kill the moon. But yeah, I don't quite know what these little creatures are. There must be something to do with the plot, you know, like whether or not the Sea Devils want them, and because it seems like Madam Ching is unleashing something, I think they say later on. And I feel like these things might have something to do with that. But I don't know. The clouds look stunning. God, Doctor Who CGI is just beautiful these days, isn't it? Yeah, so there's some line here. I think they're saying the world has been disrupted, or the water has been disrupted, or something. And then the side character turns to Madam Ching and says, "Because of you." So Madam Ching's obviously done something wrong here that has startled the world. Or the water. Guys, I'm just spitballing here. I don't actually know what's going on. Beautiful shot of a whole bunch of Sea Devils. There's loads of them. How cool. They're pulling funny faces. They look so silly, but so cool and badass at the same time. We have a splash here. It looks like it could just be like a cannonball. Or is there something coming out of the water there? It's hard to tell. There's not much to say. This is probably one of the weakest looking CGI shots in the trailer, I think. Then we have the Doctor saying, "You want to create chaos." And then, in probably the most badass shot of the episode, a Sea Devil swinging at Yaz. The swords are electrifying. The set looks awesome and moody. I'm such a fan of this. This is like they're charging at each other. You know, we got like electric energy. This is awesome. I feel like this is going to be a really cool scene. And then this is a cool shot. So much to talk about here. So like I said, here is when you get to see what's really underneath the ship. Whatever Sea Devil powers are powering the ship and making it float. That's very interesting. In the background, we can see Madam Ching's ship. So this is part of the exchange where the ships are next to each other. But something that is very interesting to note about this shot is that the Sea Devils are climbing on to the Sea Devil ship. Why are they just climbing on the ship? Shouldn't they be on the ship? Should they be boarding the ship? Why are they like, it looks like coming out of the water or something and climbing onto the ship? I don't know. But there's something interesting there. Maybe they've been on Madam Ching's ship and they've had to jump off and they're climbing back onto their ship. I don't know. There's definitely a story beat, something to do with the plot that's going on in this episode. Or who knows? Maybe the Sea Devils just like to climb onto the ship. I don't know. That's dumb. Then we have a Sea Devil in its lovely, beautiful, whispery voice saying, "It is our time." They've also got this glowing piece of tech around their neck, which maybe looks like it could be similar to the tech that's underneath the ship, making the ship hover. I don't know. Maybe they've come into a new bit of tech recently. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Madam Ching says, "Man the cannons," and then we see cannons blowing stuff up. We see we see Dan on the ship, and he's all shaking. Cannons are shooting. It's all going off. The Doctor and Yaz, this looks like around the time when they're on the barrel in that promo photo. They're there, shocked by something. They're scared by something. It's also got the orange glow that looks very reminiscent of that orange shot that I said looks kind of Blade Runner 2049 happening. So I think this shot is from that sequence there. This shot I had to watch in slow-mo a few times to figure it out. But I think this is just a whirlpool of water spinning around. But if you look really closely inside, I do believe the Sea Devil ship is what's inside of this torrent of water. You know, you get a bit of a look at what looks like masks up at the top of the shot, and at the bottom there's the blue and glow that could be the blue and glow of the things that make the Sea Devil ship float. So this could be the start, the first appearance of the Sea Devil ship. Maybe it comes up out of the water like this. Cool shot of the Doctor running, not much more to comment on. Somebody's coming from behind her. We then see the reverse side of this sword fight with Yaz and the Sea Devil, which is very cool. Now everyone's on the TARDIS, which is interesting. We've got Dan, Yaz, Madam Ching, and I think that's the extra pirate but down at the bottom. And the TARDIS being shaken like crazy. I don't know the context here, guys. I'm not Chris Chibnall. Madam Ching looking shocked at something. The Sea Devil ship gliding on past. This is just Yaz with the sword, which looks awesome. But some people pointed out that this kind of looks like she's pointing a wand, which she's obviously not, but it's funny. I just think it's funny to think that Yaz becomes a wizard. Then this shot is a blink and you miss it shot. There's a big monster thing, not the Micra. It's not the Micra, okay? There's a big monster thing coming to eat the TARDIS, and look, that CGI looks damn tasty. She looked good. She looked fine. Wow. I just want to stare at this for a moment. That's stunning. More looks of shock and horror. This crane shot coming down is something to look at. This maybe looks like whatever that big dragon thing is coming straight down on them, you know? It looks like a bit of almost a perspective shot of it. So that's very interesting. Then we have a Sea Devil swinging his lightsaber. Look guys, this stuff looks dope as. And then we have the beautiful shot of the title and the logo, Legend of the Sea Devils, baby. So guys, that has been the trailer for Legend of the Sea Devils broken down. I hope you guys saw some stuff that you didn't quite see previously. Like I said, this is the 50% Doctor Who podcast YouTube channel. We post a video here every Monday, or you can listen to it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever. Check in the description below. You'll see a link tree that will take you to listen to it on your preferred platform. It'll also link you to the @50Doctor Instagram and Twitter, where you can join the adventure. You can chat to us. We can have some fun. I hope you do that, and I hope you guys will stick around and see us tomorrow for our review of The Time of the Doctor. Thank you very much, everybody. Peace and love. See you then.